Hello, hello, most esteemed viewer. I am Jekyllstein Gray, and how to play flOw. We're playing flOw, by the way. Oh, there we go. All right. I had a bit of technical difficulties. So this is the OG flOw. Ooh, I like this way of doing which was a final school project by Genova Chen, who was one of the founding members of That Game Company, which went on to make Flower and Journey and Sky. But I have not played Sky. Actually, so I played through Flower and I liked it. It was good. It had some nice. It was peaceful, relaxing. And Journey was kind of the first super artsy game I ever played. But I have not played flOw at all. And this is pretty good. I am having quite a bit of fun. And it is, this whole thing was designed to get you into a state of flOw, which is something that I'm studying. This is another one of those one-shots where I'm studying a game that my teacher assigned, Dr. Chang, and okay, so these are good, bigger, smaller things, I guess, or more move up and down. I don't know. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So. What else was I gonna say? Well, I'm actually interested in how abstract this game is. Like Flower and Journey Flower you play as like the wind moving flower petals around. And Journey was always a bit vague. There was like more iconography. It was like there was a lot of like. It felt like it was about universal. Oh, awesome wintry. He's awesome. So it's not just Genova Chan. I thought it was like just Genova Chan. Obviously, on this one, I knew he didn't just make. He wasn't just the only guy who did Journey. So Flower had, it had a recognizable iconography, but it was also like, you were literally playing as flower petals moving in the wind. And Journey was the most concrete out of all. I mean, I don't know about Sky, I haven't played Sky. How do I say this? Go up. I want to go down deeper. So I felt Journey was all about universal human experiences. Okay, so blue ones make you go up, red ones make you go down. I kind of like how I have to figure that out for myself. So although it does kind of actually ruin the flow, ironically enough. So this is, Journey's all kind of about universal human experiences. That's why it's like super broad hero's journey stuff. That's why you have the multiplayer, where you have no idea who you're playing with, but you still feel a connection with them. Things like that. This is just super abstract. There's kind of a watery theme. I'm honestly not even sure if this is supposed to be water, but I guess you can find this guy, the flOw guy, Doom guy, the Doom guy for flOw. I love it though. It's a guy. Well, I just call him flOw guy because of Doom, but it also is kind of like, yeah. I mean, most of the games have been about guys. And anyway, so flOw is so this is really abstract, and I mean, you can find so I was gonna say was, I'm not even sure that this is supposed to be in water, and the only reason I have to believe this might be water is because it's similar to that first stage in Spore, which I also haven't played. But the but there is like, and there's a level that's not really water level, but it was liquid in Journey, where apparently you can find this flOw monster. For the life of me, I can't find it at all. But apparently it's there. There's an achievement for eating anything. God damn it. Anyway, get over here. Yeah, so Journey is just at broad Journey and flOw are kind of both just at broad iconography. Journey has something of a story, and I guess flOw does too. What happens if I get anyway, I guess it kicked me out. Oh, I'm losing stuff on the guy anyway, yeah, what was I gonna say? I do this a lot. So yeah, flOw is it's abstract. It's we're gonna okay, I guess this no. Luigi. I don't know why I did a Waluigi voice. Waluigi for Smash, man. Anyway, so I don't even know. Is there a win state in this game? I honestly don't know. Again, I have only vague ideas. I was like, oh, it's kind of like the beginning of Spore, but more abstract and better looking, might I say. So did they eat one of the other bug things, or fish, and then did that like placate it for a bit, or not? I do not know. Yeah. Oh man, I played through Passage twice earlier, and it was not as like, and it was almost as long as this. Yeah. So. Yeah, so what else? Oh yeah, back to the iconography thing. So Journey just did broad iconography. It's architecture and art design was kind of a mishmash of a lot of different cultures stuff. The music was very unified, focused on a single theme. There's a lot of stuff about unification and what unites humanity. Obviously, people have robes, so you can't see what they actually look like. Kind of like Spiral Knights. So there's a lot of little things like that. Pac-Man. So Flower was about nature, so at least there was unifying thematic stuff. This is kind of just like, I guess it's about consumption, like natural, like animals consume each other. Oh man, is this Planet Earth the game? I vaguely remember my parents talking about this a lot. There was a time when we were getting haircuts, and my parents were like, this was back when I was like 10 years old. My parents are like, oh, we should show them. By then they mean me and my sisters. They should show them Planet Earth. And I'm like, and they're like, yeah, it'll be fun. It's a nature show. And then they like get done, and there's like, we're all crying because it is just, it's about animals eating each other, and that's Planet Earth, and it's like, okay. For some reason, I keep wondering if these are other players. Actually, now that I say it out loud, though, I'm like, that's dumb, because they, okay, so I'm getting to a bigger flowy guy. Because they don't move me nearly as erratic as I'm moving. That's kind of what makes, multiplayer games hard, is that, it's way easier to predict AI, air quotes around AI, not true artificial intelligence with like game design decision trees, than it is to predict actual human behavior. It's interesting how the camera doesn't seem to stay fixed. Like, it kind of jerks around a bunch. I don't know. It kind of adds to the freeform, flowy nature. Flowy. I'm Flowy. Flowy the flower. Get back here, you. Yeah. Nom 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 nom. We're literally just going in circles. No, I had my perfect plan. Ha! There we go. You fell for my... Yeah, again, like a real player, a real life player would not... A real gamer would not... But a real life player would be like... It would be like, moving, wouldn't be doing the same thing, unless they were really bad, but, also these little, like, notes things, they just kind of remind me of Journey, I don't know, I just thought it was interesting. I mean, that game company has a very, like, unified aesthetic. There's kind of, all their games kind of, even though they're very different, like, mechanically and stuff, they're all kind of, like, feel the same. I hate, like, I don't have anything more specific, but, yeah, yeah. Okay, so these guys aren't bad guys, they're just like evil. Oh boy. There's always a bigger fish, I guess. This is, I guess, the preparation for the big bad boss. Yum 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 yum. Yum 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 yum. Nah, no! Oh boy, this should be fun. What the? No! Back! Move! I've just been reduced. This game reduced me to unintelligible grunting. Okay, for once I'm actually glad to see one of those blue move up guys. It's funny because that game company games seem to have like a singular goal, like a place you gotta go. I can't remember if there was one for Flower. I think, if I remember it, it might have been like, oh, you gotta get to the city. I might be completely wrong about that though. So yeah. But in this one, it's definitely like, I think to get to the bottom, you know, to go deeper. And with Flow, I mean with Journey, it's the mountain. Alrighty, I guess it's time to go. Oh, never mind. And get over here. Nom 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 nom. There we go. That's what the YouTube people want, right? The cute or slash, actually probably not cute, more like obnoxious animal noises. That's what they want, right? I'm just trying to give the people what they want. Oh boy, they're giving out a lot of those forkers. Yes! Ha! Take that, other ocean abstracty creature. There's actually a lot of these like types of. Well, I don't know. I shouldn't say a lot, but they're like more than I would have expected. Like my cousin, I remember one my son saw. He's not nearly as big, but he plays games and not as. He's not like studying. He's not learning how to make them. He actually wants to be an author. He's writing a book right now, which is cool. But I once saw him, you know, playing a game that looks and felt kind of like this, and the beginning of Spore on his like Kindle or whatever, Kindle Fire. Yeah, interesting. So where is everybody? Is this like the message? Is it lonely at the top? Or I guess the bottom in this case. That's funny, I kind of don't feel like I have full control over this creature. I might be wrong, but like, look, I was just moving forward like always, and it was like, no. But then it just did what I told it to do right there, so. Aha! Da! There we go. No! Get back here. No way. Okay, so can you guys actually see the borders of the screen? Leave me a comment if you can, because from the way it looked, it was just like that creature was like, screw you, aspect ratio, you can't tell me what to do. Just random noises, because I am out of meaningful criticism, at least for now. Which probably not a good thing to say, considering that my teacher is probably going to be watching this. I'm going to send it to him. Where are you guys? I want your orbs. I want your orbs. Give me your orbs. Oh man. Okay, can I even get those guys? I actually still am not fully aware of how this game works. I surely know more than when I started, which is good. But also, I went in like, gotta eat the other fishies? I guess I gotta eat the other fishies. Ah, die fishies. Yeah. Nah. Ah. Die fishies. Die fishies. No, don't go down there, flOw guy. So again, from my perspective, it looked like there was a another fishy hanging out just beyond the borders of the screen, which is kind of funny. Actually, I don't know if that was delivered or not. You guys might not be able to see it, but I actually would kind of like you know, one that uses limited aspect ratio as a stylistic choice. Maybe like a comedy game where like someone just like pops out from beyond the like. Someone just like pops out from beyond the someone pops out from beyond the from behind the screen, and it's like, what idiot would choose to use a 4:3 aspect ratio, or I don't know. What? Come on. I like you can see deeper, though. You can see like, oh, there's choices I have, so consequences, you know. But honestly, I feel like that is something that it always gets framed in terms of narrative choice. You know, like, I want to feel like I have an impact on, you know, in a very Fallout kind of way. But I also think, you know, I think I'm just gonna steal Aaron Signal's term and perceivable consequence. You know, like that stuff applies to all games, not just that is satisfying. It's a big chunk of goodies. I don't know what all these symbols do, though. All these different things to eat that are made up of different symbols. Yeah, so... Yep. I actually don't remember what I'm singing this from. Where's the down one? There we go. There's the down one. Anything down here? Anybody? Anybody home? Ooh, there we go. Yum, 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 yum. So, I can't remember, was Kelly Santiago attached to the project at this point? Or did she come on for flOw or for the HD remake of this? Or, I don't know. I can't remember. I also think this actually kind of reminds me of Abzu too. Abzu had an underwater theme, although Abzu was like trying to just be Journey again. Like the parallels are so obvious. Although I will say this for Abzu, you know, it was fun to talk about, you know, the actual the Abzu or whatever with my dad. Yeah, that was fun because he teaches engineering stuff. Yeah. Abzu was also interesting because it felt a lot more peaceful than Journey. Journey felt, there were definitely like super peaceful moments in Journey, and by peaceful I mean like serene, not like non-violent. There were yeah, so there were parts of Journey that felt, you know, it kind of felt like they were reversed. So Journey had super peaceful moments to cut up the more general tone of emotional intensity. Whereas now, how dare you? How dare you? The gall, the galls. Vercingetorix, Boudica. There we go. Haha! Take that. So Journey felt like it was, you know, it had these super, like it was generally super emotionally intense. And then it, okay. So there's the Lilio thing. So Journey felt like it was like super emotionally intense. And then it was kind of built around that idea. Okay. So, is this what okay. So Journey felt like it was, again, built around emotional intensity, and then had peaceful moments to break that up. And Abzu felt like it was built around emotion, like general serenity and beauty with nature, and then had some intense parts to break it up. Another, I personally prefer Journey's. I personally prefer Journey's version, but I can also see the appeal in Abzu, of course. Actually, I'd be really interested to see if that showed up on the. I accidentally right-clicked, you know, and it just gave the option. You know, I'd be interested to see if that showed up on the capture. Yeah. So, is there? I'm gonna reiterate. Is there even a win state in this game? Because I feel like I just got to the bottom and then started over. I mean, I guess that's kind of what happened in Journey, but in Journey it was like, oh, you know, you at least you have a specific endpoint. It's just more like it's cyclical, not endless. You know, if that makes any sense. Like, it's, you know, again, the journey starts again. The cycle continues, not. Oh, it's like the cycle continues, not. It, oh, you know, it looks like your guy's different now, and he's got to do basically the same thing over. I guess it's kind of the case with Journey, but what I'm saying, I guess what I'm getting at is Journey had credits. Journey had like, and this is the end of the game, and the start of the next game felt like a new plus, not like a additional thing. Yeah, so I was actually not expecting this to take as long as it did when I started recording. I mean, Passage took me 10 minutes, and that was because I played it twice. But I did know that I did expect this to take longer. Wait a sec, what is that? So, Actually, is this a multiplayer game? Are there still people playing flOw? Well, yeah, first of all, is this a multiplayer game? Second of all, how are there still people playing this? Especially this version. Is it compatible with the PS3 version? Also, why did I think it was? Again, I know very little about flOw. Yeah. Because this doesn't seem like this seems like an NPC, not a player character. Another player. I just want to be a player character. Another player? I don't know. How do things work? How do games work? Game terminology is weird. It's honestly, there's a lot of times it's really easy to forget that game lingo is not widely spoken. Like sometimes I use the term like NPC around like my mom, and she's like, "What's an NPC?" And I was like, "Oh, non-player character. A character that the player interacts with, but it's not directly controlled. They're not directly controlled by the player." I don't know. Gaming is still pretty insular. I don't know how to phrase it. I don't really like making grand statements about, like gaming. I feel like saying that gaming, well, one, saying that gaming is only played by white guys is ridiculous. It's patently untrue. And it's not just like, oh, there's white guys and then a couple of the political people who are bringing politics to games. No, it's like, I came home today, like literally I got home from work and my sister was playing The Last of Us. So, and I haven't even played The Last of Us. So, yeah. I've played like literally all the mainline Uncharted games, though. So, yeah, I have experience with Naughty Dog. Why am I yawning? It's like 5:30 when I'm recording this. Yeah, so, let's see. I still also have to look at marriage after this. Oh man, I watched, the first 2 episodes of The Vow on HBO last night, and oh man, it's really well done and also, like, really dark. I'm really interested in cult stuff because I was raised in one. Oh man. Yeah. So, the one I was raised in Mormonism, which is mild as far as cults go, but it's still definitely, it scores pretty high on the bite model. And it's actually kind of diabolically brilliant because it's just culty enough to keep people under control, but it's not culty. It's like mainstream enough that people don't. It's not like Scientology where it is just like so ridiculously easy to make fun of. I mean, honestly, the stuff in the cult in The Vow is way less crazy than, at least their dogma is way less crazy than Scientology. Yeah, I also don't like it, just like to go on a personal like pet peeve rant thing. I don't really like it when I hear people say, like, I mean, part of it is an offensive thing. Part of it is like, I hear people be like, oh, how could anyone believe in this stuff? And I'm like, because we were lied to, like, because they, well, and if you're like me and you're just born and raised in it, then it's hard to, there we go, then it's hard to it's hard to leave and it's hard to think different, you know? Be an apple. Oh, don't be an Apple. Don't be like Apple. Don't be like any major corporation. Anyway, oh, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so you're like literally not told anything else. There's all this stuff that's used to control you, you know. And also, you know, why people join is because a lot of times, you know, there's a community, and it doesn't initially appear crazy, and you know, there's reasons why people do things, even things that aren't necessarily that are against their own self-interest or the self-interest of others, like cults don't help anyone but the cult leaders. That's basically what I'm saying. Or not necessarily the cult. I mean the people in power within the cult. I'll get you yet, the family. Oh man, seriously, like and subscribe if you got that reference. I use that line so much. For those of you who don't know, it's from an H-Bomber Guy video, his first measured response video, or his first, no, not his first, but the one of his first, about quote-unquote cultural Marxism, which apparently, like, so I showed that to an actual political science professor, friend of my family. What was that? What did I do? Okay, what if I try it again? Where did my guy go? Where's flOw guy? Alright, I guess this is as good a place as any to stop. Sorry about that. Anyway, before I go, I want to finish my thought, which cults, stuff like that, Scientology, what was it? I can't. This is gone. This isn't on the tip of my tongue. The disappearing flOw monster kind of captured all my attention. So, if you guys want to hear what I was talking about, let me know what I was talking about in the comments below, and then and I will respond to you. That is one I actually will guarantee that I can respond to. So yeah, in the meantime, if you like this video, you know, give it a like, if you like what I do, subscribe, ring the bell, you know, share it with your friends who you love or you hate, depending on what you think of my content. Let's see, like, subscribe, comment, bell, share. Yeah, I think that's everything. All the mandatory YouTube things. Alrighty. I should put up wanted posters for disappearing flOw guy. If you have seen him, or I should just say them, because it's how can you tell any gender from that? But anyway, if you've seen the disappearing flOw monster, leave a comment. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I will see you later today when I record the marriage. Bye!